Greetings, fellas, to the time and space. It's your host, TheAmariaShadow, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back once again to some more of Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. It is patch day! Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it is patch day. Happy patch 6.4 day. And we are going to be tackling the story today. We got new story content, we got new raid content, so we're just going to be tackling the story today, and possibly tomorrow we'll tackle the raids. Depending on how things go, because tomorrow is the day that the PlayStation Showcase is live, so I will be watching that once that drops, but depending on how I feel after the showcase, I'll probably go live again, so that's what I'm planning to do. Anyway, before we get started, let me just take a nice quick sip of my morning tea here. Oh, that's good. That's so good. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started right away with today's adventure and see what's in store for us. Allons-y! Yami, 'tis good to see you again. Have you any news from old Shalian? We've yet to hear from your Stoll regarding her search for a means to return to the void. I must confess that her silence has left me feeling restless. Nor am I alone in this. Estinian has such an excess of energy that he has been helping to train our soldiers with nary a grumble. As for Zero... Is something the matter? No, Yami paid us a visit, and so I was apprising him of recent developments, or the lack thereof. Are you heading somewhere? Aye, to replenish my ether. Would you like to come? A rare but most welcome invitation. Timely too, I might add. I myself was thinking of venturing out into the city. It would be my pleasure to join you. You will accompany us, of course. Come then. I have an errand to run at the bazaar first. The quest name is Currying Favor. Does she have her first experience eating curry? Oh no. Is she going to be weak to the spice? Please, I would die to see an actual reaction from Zero when it comes to spicy food. Either that or she's gonna love it because she's gonna actually feel something. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I need to turn in my tombstones so I can go ahead and feed it into my causality tombstones. So let me grab the quest and I'll do that right fast. I'm picking up some more spice. Merid told me to do so before my next visit. Mr. Zero has quite the tolerance, you see. The sisters know we Hanish are fond of spicy food, but I doubt any of us could keep up with her. Oh no! She's the Spice Queen! With just the spices they normally have on hand, the Mahang can quite satisfy her, which is why I'm happy to provide what they need to achieve more rigorous flavor. Now then, variety being the spice of life, perhaps you'd like to choose something extra to blend with Mr. Zero's usual. It'll help to keep things interesting. What do you say? Fine by me. You can appreciate the nuances of this world's sustenance far better than I can, I expect. Oh no! They want me to choose? Oh no. A colorful array of spices peer out from hempen sacks. The lustrous crimson powder, the aromatic black corns, the little red husks, the coarse yellow flakes. No. A healthy sweat when consumed. I want to see what it all says. These corns tickle your nose with their pungent yet impressive aroma. One can imagine them lending dishes an appetizing accent. Nope. And coarse yellow flakes. These flakes appear to have been grated from a thick root. Their sharp aroma suggests a bracing flavor. We'll go with the crimson powder. Ah, that's a fine choice, but don't take my word for it. Here, have a taste. The hero may wish to observe your reaction. It would be considerate to sample the spice in their presence. You tentatively place some of the spice on your tongue. A veritable blaze engulfs your mouth. Your reaction speaks volumes. That will suffice then. Always a pleasure, Mr. Zero. I do give Merrin my regards. Okay, now before we head back to the Mahane, I wanted to go to Mordona. Go to Mordona, turn in my tombstone, see how much I can get, so I will have that taken care of. And you guys are probably wondering why I'm coming to you so early with the live stream. Mainly, I just woke up pretty early. I mean, I usually wake up around 10 o'clock, but I woke up around 6:30 today, so it was like, I figured I'd go ahead and just start the stream early, since I wasn't doing anything else. $500? Only 500? That sucks. Like, that legitimately sucks. I saved up 2,000 to put into this, and they only gave me 500. What? And I also wanted to check the market board right fast before we did anything else. Alright, let's see here. Gunbreaker weapon! Interesting. I kinda expected, like... Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. Hang on. I wasn't looking at level 90. There we go! Okay, yeah, I don't like that one. Like, at all. Level 90. Ew. Nope. No, sir. I don't like that one either. Wait. It's squared off at the top. Okay, so far I hate all of the market board weapons. What about the summoner weapon? What does it look like? Excuse me, sir. There is no book with this. There is no book with this book. That's stupid. It's invisible on the front, but it's visible on the inside. What? That's so weird! I don't know how to feel about that. Okay, now... How about... Here. Oh, oh no. Oh no, I hate. This is the, and this is the new casual gear. Casual looking gear that they were saying, so it is the, market board gear. Ah, I hate. That don't look half bad, though. But it's probably going to be expensive for right now. Once people start crafting it, that is. And I would definitely need to change this color. Like, my goodness, I would need to change this color. Ah, it doesn't change the yellow section? Are you kidding? It changes the entire shoe, but the yellow section stays intact. Ew. Okay, so the jacket changes, but the yellow on the shoes don't change. You know, that kind of makes me think that, this kind of reminds me of Kingdom Hearts looking attire, but... Alright, let me, pull up the gear for... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Nope. Nope. Summoner. There it is. See what this looks like. Oh, cringe! This gear is... This is what the casting gear looks like? This gear would only look right on a fucking female. Well, that's sad. That's kind of miserable. Miserable right there. Anything new down here? Chocobo pajama eye mask? Eye mask? You mean like a sleeping eye mask? Plain pajama shirt. Yeah, so new outfits on the market board. Market board. I don't know how to feel about. And of course, everything else is pajamas. Kind of sad. Yeah, kind of sad. Kind of sad to see here. I didn't see any of the weapons. Maybe? Hang on. So, the other thing I was trying to see about for the market board was the weapons tied to the design contests that they had. Let me see here. Are they over here? Okay, that's Lunar Envoy stuff. What about comedy? Is this it? Yep, these are the weapons that that I was looking forward to. Ew, wait. The design looks off. Like, where's... Yeah, it's like... Oh, those things spin. Okay. could have done a little bit better on the detail on the gunblade, because I do know that there's supposed to be a Cerberus, like a dog head on it, like it's supposed to be beamed on Cerberus, but it could have been, could be a little bit better. Dark Knight weapon. Oh my god, this thing looks so cool. Like, my goodness, it actually looks cool. Definitely, out of all the tank weapons, I think this one's definitely the best looking one. What's it called? Blood Rapture. Yeah, nice name. Yes, see, this one's supposed to be based on Cerberus, which is why it's called Cerberus Fang. Reaper, Avatar Scythe. It's got a glow effect on it, which is cool. Dragon's Beard Fists. Now, surprisingly, weapons are actually pretty cool looking. Samurai. Okay, this I feel like is unnecessary. Like, why the extra katana if it's not even able to be used? Why? This only makes me feel like they tried emulating Zoro with this weapon, but it's like, what's the point of the second katana if it can't even be used? Like, what's the point? I don't know how I feel about that. Now, the summoner weapon, on the other hand, I actually hate the summoner weapon. This one's not really that good looking. Not at all. If my buddy Randall was online, he'd hate these weapons. He'd hate the Sage weapon. He keeps complaining about how healers are coded to be revolving girls and whatnot, and I feel like he would hate how those look. Brother. So we are in Abyssos. So let's see here. What's over here? Abyssos Slave. Oh wait. I'm stupid. $610? Wait, nope. Nope, I might be stupid. Here we are. This is where we are. Okay, I don't hate it, but I also don't like it. I don't know, something about it's not sitting right with me. Just something is not sitting right with me, and I don't know what. Let's see here. And for casters. There's a glitter effect tied to it. This would probably look better on a female. On my character, it's not working. It's not working at all. Okay, I'm going back to this story now. Another sip of my tea. Very good. scenes!
My usual, please. But with this spice.
Of course, Zero. It would be my pleasure. Well now, this is enough to make a whole kettle of your special curry.
I don't need that much.
Rest assured, it's easy enough to make a serving just for you. Or we could make the kettle and share it. There would be enough not only for your companions but other diners as well.
Oh no, please! Don't kill people! Kill people with the spice! Oh no.
Very well. A full kettle then.
Excellent. We'll prepare it at once.
Oh no, this woman's gonna murder everyone with the spice.
And for your excellency and our esteemed adventurer, are you happy to try a bowl of Zero's curry? We can make yours milder if you prefer.
Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot fully appreciate the flavor with this vessel. Another time, perhaps. Do not hold back on my account, my friend. Eat and enjoy.
You know, have His Excellency helping. What if I set myself into...
Please,
what if I set myself up more? Can the warrior's light handle his spice? Let's find out!
It gladdens me to see you taking to life in Radzatan, Zero. In the area of our cuisine, not least of all. Spicy dishes have long been favored in our sultry clime for their ability to whet the appetite and cool the body. Of course, spices also have the effect of preserving foods, which makes them highly coveted in foreign lands. All of this has given rise to a thriving spice industry, and the wealth it brings has allowed our nation to prosper while maintaining its neutrality.
So you trade your spices? Seems rather more complicated than trading in ether.
In the beginning, this land was no more than refuge for me. But now it is my home, and the people of Radzatan my beloved children. Together, we build this vibrant nation, and naught would please me more than to show it to my sister one day.
Vibrant. Rubicante said the same when he described this world. A reminder of all that has been stolen from us. What many who remember doubtless yearn to take back.
Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
Nonetheless, it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. As I told Rubicante, as I found myself moved to speak. I still do not understand what made me feel this way, nor what compels you mortals to help one another. But I hope to someday.
We too hope that you will find the answers you seek. What is going on?
What's happening?
Oh no. Oh my god, it's fiery red!
Honored guest, we are serving a special curry for anyone who wishes to partake. But be warned, it is not for the faint of heart.
Oh my god, it's pitch red!
By all means, I'd welcome the challenge. Sisters have mercy. The smell alone is...
Oh no. Don't do it, man! It ain't worth it!
It burns! It burns!
Spicy! Help this man!
To better maintain the facade, the alchemist ensured that my vessel was capable of consuming food. However, I fear Zero's curry would test the limits of their design.
Apologies for the delay. Please relax and enjoy your meal.
Relax. I don't have time for that. I've been waiting for this. Come. Let's replenish our ether.
Oh no! What have you done to me, woman? I wanted to see a reaction! They're all out! Every single person there is dead! Oh, we ate it all! My whole life flashed before my eyes and it was exhilarating. I was hoping there would be an actual reaction. Come on! They could have done better there!
I trust you have eaten your fill. I shall have Merit prepare a meal for us to take to Estinian. I suspect he too is overdue a replenishment. By this hour, he will have retired to his chambers at Magaduta. Come, let us pay him a visit.
Like, I would have loved to see this. That guy is still perfectly fine. He probably didn't eat any. Either that or he's made of stronger stuff. The spicy curry has left you slightly flushed and set your heart racing. Whatever challenges await, you are ready to face them head on, and with feeling! But everyone else died! Welcome back, Master Estinian. Yes, he has returned to his chambers. I'll be happy to escort you. Oh, please tell me we give Estinian some spicy curry. Please tell me we give him some spicy curry. I must know!
Estinian, are you there? We've brought something for you.
Enter.
Ooh. Estinian, you alright? He's working out. Fan service for the ladies. A sweating Estinian.
Squid masala from the Mehane.
Squid masala?
I thought you might enjoy it.
He doesn't have the curry.
Masala, eh? I prefer my squid dried. But I'm sure it won't disappoint. My thanks. Idle as I am in our sorceress's absence, I see. I can't offer much in the way of entertainment, but make yourselves comfortable.
She is staring! She is staring daggers!
Shall we disrobe as well?
No. We simply caught our friend unprepared. He will make himself presentable at once.
What? My goodness! My goodness. Hmm? Friend? Oh, friends!
At last. We've been looking for you.
My friends! Tell me, were you able to devise a way to return to the 13th?
I believe so. It required a visit to the moon, where I took the opportunity to enlist Oriange's assistance.
Hello, Oriange!
Ishtola hath told me all. I should be glad to help you free Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
Did the voice actor touch up his Oriante's voice? It sounds
true,
slightly different.
Both Golbez and Ashdaya are on the moon of the 13th. Unlike here in the source, however, we have no means of making the journey from the surface of the star itself. The technology simply does not exist. Therefore, I propose that we employ a gate to deliver us directly to our destination.
Is such a feat possible?
In theory. Having once been a single hole, the source and its reflections share striking similarities in geography. And according to a certain someone who unceremoniously whisked us away to the first, the same locations across the worlds are intrinsically bound.
So that means there was a version of what's-his-face
All of which is to say,
on the
were
13th.
we to pass through a gate on the source's moon, it should lead us to the moon of the 13th. Of course, there is the risk of Voidsent gaining entry to our world. Thus did I decide to seek Oriange's counsel.
Both the Watcher and the Loporrits are aware of our proposed endeavor. While they are yet deliberating precautionary measures, they have pledged their full cooperation.
You've been busy. I presume you've also found a way to open this gate.
Be it in Radzat-Han or Sharlayan, scholars have long cast their gaze unto the endless dark of the void. And so, with harnish insights to augment our knowledge, we have indeed conceived of a promising plan to pierce the veil. A plan I am confident will succeed, precisely because the moon is our stage. The preparations will be extensive, and we will require vast quantities of ether. After all, our gate must be large enough to accommodate another great worm. My proposal entails delivering copious amounts of ether to the Tower of Babel in Garlemald. As you will recall, Fandaniel used the structure to destroy the brands imprisoning Zodiark. And we, in like manner, will use it to channel ether to the moon, and thereby open our gate.
I see. Then we shall need someone on the moon for the necessary rituals.
Just so, Your Excellency. I intend to head back anon for that very purpose, as well as to help devise our strategy to deal with invading Voidsent. Along with our lunar allies, we will once again require the assistance of your alchemists, Nidana not least of all. May I trouble you to serve as their escort?
Fine by me. The room was beginning to feel constraining.
For my part, I shall oversee the requisite tasks on the star. Might I prevail upon you for your assistance?
If all are in agreement, then let us set to work. We'll open our gate, and we will stop Golbez.
Yes! Finally, I get to punch Golbez in the face again. I'm sorry. Golbez is one of my favorite Final Fantasy villains because Final Fantasy IV is one of my favorite games. So, being able to fight him again, but in 14, I'm super excited for this. Oh, speaking of which, since the Pixel Remaster is available on the PlayStation Store, would you guys be interested in seeing a playthrough of Final Fantasy IV on the channel? I mean, inevitably, I would love to play through all of the original 6 games, but would you like to see a playthrough of Final Fantasy IV on the channel? Please let me know, because I would love to play through Final Fantasy IV again. Going ham. Oh, wait, the picture. So we're about to do the ether font already. If one and all are ready, then let us set forth our preparations to complete. If I may, I beg a moment to exchange this vessel for its grown counterpart. It is in the keeping of alchemists of the High Crucible. Of course, we shall accompany thee thither, and thence begin our journey. Also, I'm going to be paying very close attention to the story of this of this patch, because the thing is, if I'm remembering correctly, Yoshi P said that pretty much the story of 6.4 would pretty much give us an idea of what to expect for 7.0. So I'm going to be paying attention to all the finer details to see just what where they're apparently heading to for 7.0. My apologies for the delay. My, that is a striking simulacrum indeed. Well suited to the work ahead, I doubt not. Allow me to explain your Stolas plan in greater detail. As you know, we seek to open a void cannon in Mare Lamatorum, and we might gain direct passage to the moon of the 13th. Whilst our comrades labor upon the moon, we must needs accomplish 2 tasks. The first is the procurement of a substantial quantity of ether, and subsequent delivery of it unto the Tower of Babel. Said structure was once used to siphon the land's essence by way of the Mother-Noroi spires. Such a method, however, does pose an acceptable risk to the greater ethereal balance of our world. Thus must we seek an alternate means of conveying our requisite resource. Our second task thus pertains to the use of the Tower of Babel itself. You may recall that this portal into the moon was placed under the supervision of the Ilzabad contingent. If we would employ it to different ends, we must have first obtain the contingent's express permission. I should like to believe they would not refuse us, so perhaps we should concern ourselves with the ether problem first. Have you any idea whence we might source the vast quantity needed? Aye, a likely location doth come to mind. Let us make for the airship landing. There I shall reveal more. Register PS Plus free destination. Oh, that's something they mentioned in the patch notes. Which reminds me... They said something about... Alright, airship landing. All are presently accounted for? Excellent. We shall travel to Sharlayan, and then seek the nearby Isle of Harm. Near unto the surface of the isle do rivers of ether converge. The churning energy of this confluence is released by the way of geysers. Originally, the Ragnarok was to be powered by ether harvested from the isle, but as well you know, an alternate power source was ultimately found for the vessel. Passage into Ultima Thule to the very limits of existence was facilitated by not less than the strength of the Mother Crystal herself. As such, the Isle of Harm's vast ether deposits remain untouched. We may help ourselves to that energy, provided we are able to secure the forms for mission. Yet again, with needing permission, is nothing straightforward in this world? Such is the nature of politics, I fear. As the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have been officially disbanded, no longer are we a recognized collective, a somewhat disadvantaged position, bureaucratically speaking. Fortunately, however, there is a recognized and respected body upon which we might prevail, the students of Baldessian. Upon arriving in Sharlayan, let us seek our friends at the Annex. Welcome back, Yami. What brings you here today, and in such colorful company? Greetings, Ojika. On this occasion, we are come to seek the student's assistance in a matter of some urgency. In that case, you'll want to speak with Cryle. She's in the main hall, sorting through our archives. There's a visitor with her at the moment, but it's no one you don't know, so feel free to show yourself in. Oh! It's Erinville!
Now, if it isn't two of my dearest friends.
As for the other two, I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Not in this vessel, perhaps. 'Tis I, Vashan. Though, you are welcome to call me Vritra, if you prefer.
Pay me no mind. I merely accompany them.
I pray you forgive us our intrusion. If you are
like,
occupied,
wait,
we
that's
shall call
sponsored?
again anon.
It's quite all right. We've just finished swapping all our secrets anyway. Erinville occasionally comes and shares the latest Gleaner gossip, you see. From forgotten ruins to mysterious relics, if there's aught that might be of interest to the students, he kindly lets us
Nice
know.
poster of good King Mogomog the 13th.
Alas,
The 14th.
I must soon depart
13th?
on an expedition. As I may be away for an extended period, I wish to give a visit today.
I see. There are specimens that want for procuring, I presume?
No, it isn't guildship business, but rather... a homecoming.
A homecoming? Oh.
But enough about me. You have business too, yes? And I'm in the way.
Far from it.
No.
As a matter of fact, we should be grateful if you could stay.
No,
and share your knowledge of the
Erinville.
nearby
Speak your
islands
mind.
with us.
What are you talking about homecoming, huh? What are you talking about homecoming? I want to know.
We seek a means to travel to the void. There, A man named Golbez plots to invade our world. A man who even now holds my sister hostage. To that end, we require a great quantity of ether, which we understand may be had on the Isle of Ham. We came in the hope of exploring how it might best be procured.
An invasion from the 13th? Must the stakes always be so dramatic?
You have a knack for finding trouble. If gleaners collected world-ending crises, you could make quite a name for yourself in our profession. It's true the Isle of Ham is a veritable font of ether, but as it's under the Forum's direct jurisdiction, only a privileged few get to set foot there. I myself haven't.
So if we want to help ourselves to the Isle's ether, we'll need to secure the Forum's permission. Very well. The students of Baldessian recognize your endeavors as combating a grave threat to the world. As representative, I hereby pledge our full assistance.
Thank you, Cryo!
Now that it's official, you may leave the politics and paperwork to me. Our operations remain small, but we shouldn't meet any undue resistance.
We are truly grateful.
If I may. According to the original plan for the Exodus, ether collected from the Isle of Ham was to power the Ark. Art thou perchance familiar with the logistics of this endeavor?
I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. Nor do I think any gleaner would. You might have better luck asking someone involved with the Ark's construction. Margaret, for instance. She's a researcher in Charley and Hamlet. I met with her for a job recently, and she mentioned working on the Ragnarok's propulsion system. You could do worse than to seek her out while awaiting the Forum's verdict.
We may well do just that. Our gratitude for thine advice, and may this threat be but a memory upon thy return.
You're quite welcome. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
I best start drafting our petition. Go on and find your researcher. I'll contact you as soon as we've made progress.
Let us leave matters here to Mistress Kryl, and hie ourselves to Labyrinthos.
Right then, time to put our best foot forward. A pity you can't tidy yourself. I should have had Ishtola enchant you when I had the chance. And what have we here?
What? Hello? Letter?
Later, Kryl, later. You've work to do.
Oh, come on! Don't tease me! What was it? What is this mysterious letter? Whee! Anyone explain? What was the mysterious letter about? Probably has something to do with Cryo's apparent new job, because apparently she's supposed to be one of the poster kids for the next expansion. Oh, I did not mean to click Oriose! I'm clicking the person in front of him! Oh no, the witty, whimsical music. Visitors? How delightful! If you require assistance, ask away. It so happens you've caught me in post-deadline bliss. Forgive us the abruptness of our inquiry, but 'tis our understanding that thou had charge of Ragnarok's propulsion systems. We should like to know how ether harvested at the Isle of Hum was to be stored and transported to the Ark, if the disclosure of such information is permitted. Oh, it's no bother at all. We built special tanks that can store ether just like we could use casks to store wine. Simple, really. Simple, but quite brilliant in construction. They rivaled even crystals for etheric capacity. A pity we never got to use them. Ah, how muddled and distant the memory when Doom's deadline loomed large and we extricated ourselves from a waist-high mire of work only to end up chin-deep in another. I was at one with the world, a conduit for the energies of creation, but now I am truly alive. Who would have thought that sleeping in a bed and eating warm meals could make such a difference? Why, I feel positively functional. I dare say it rivals the thrills of dancing on the knife edge of failure. Oh god, we've lost her. We are glad for you. Quite. On the subject of the ether tanks, do you know what became of them? What did become of them? For the life of me, I can't seem to remember. Oh, but I do remember someone who might remember. He should be back by now. Just look for the fellow wearing an outfit that screams, "I've been on vacation and you haven't!" Very well, we shall seek out this conspicuous colleague of thine. Our sincerest gratitude, Margaret, and do look after thyself. Come, let us seek out this individual, attired in a manner suggestive of recent furlough. Ah, here we are. Oh, it's Coco! It's the Larafel! The face that launched our teeny tiny toy boat! How have you been, Yami? Able to catch a bit of rest? Rest, yes, but ready for action! Well, if I don't know about the ether tanks, who in Beauregard's name would? Born right in my very own workshop, they were. A pleasure as always, Master Coco. I trust thy respite proved rejuvenating. And then some, but I won't bore you with the details, at least not without a drink in me. So, why the interest in our little old tanks? Permit me to explain. I see. Think I've got the long and short of it. It goes without saying, but we all owe you. more than we could ever repay. If you need our ether tanks, then they're at your disposal. There's just one problem. You need the forum's approval to set foot on the Isle of Ham. Were it up to me, you'd be on the next ship out. But that lot can't wipe their asses unless it's in accordance with procedural motions. You may be assured that my backside is immaculate. Ha! Fortunate! Hi! Hi! Guys, stop it, guys! Master Fortunate, it's Scarlet Mortishane! What a surprise! Pardon the intrusion. The forum has deliberated your petition, and we decided to deliver our verdict directly. I would hope that the matter of pandemonium has not been overshadowed by other concerns, but that is a discussion for another time. Yes, it is! That will happen probably tomorrow! You have been granted special disposition to travel to the Isle of Ham for the purpose of etheric extraction, on one condition. On account of its rich deposits of ether, the isle is home to throngs of vicious beasts. We ask that you cull any such creatures you encounter. Easy work! That's all. Given the vast amount of ether we seek, I expected a far higher price. Oh, believe me, we do not underestimate the value of what you desire. Nay, we simply owe the students of Baldessian and their esteemed collaborators a debt of gratitude, and we felt that expediting your request was a suitable way to repay it. A debt of gratitude? We have taken the liberty of arranging your passage to the Isle of Ham. Your vessel awaits at Scholar's Harbor. Then I better get those ether tanks loaded onto the airship. We'll be ready to take them where you need, assuming it's safe! I shall head back to the annex, but should you need anything else, don't hesitate to call. Oh, it's my buddy Kieran. Hi! He's in a cutscene.
Bound for the Isle of Ham. You look like the ones Master Fortuno told me to expect.
Well, I'm pretty hard not to know.
You're ready to depart, and so am I. Just say the word.
Is something the matter?
I did recruit one other to our party, but he is late to arrive.
Who'd you recruit? Oh, the boy! The goat! Thancred Winters!
My delay.
Wait, isn't it? Last name is Winters, right?
Thancred? 'Tis good to see you.
If it isn't Varshan. They do grow up so quickly. Urianje tells me we have a host of exciting new tribulations to face. And you must be Zero. I've heard all about your daring do in Garlemald. A pleasure.
Apart from strengthening our company with his redoubtable skill at arms, Thancred may also serve as a mentor in those matters that trouble thee. I speak of the intangible forces which bring souls together. Thancred is possessed of experience both unique and insightful that I am sure he would gladly share with thee. Thou needst but ask.
Yes! Dungeon time! Dungeon time! Dungeon time! We are going in completely blind. I have no idea what to expect, but we're doing it anyway. Wait, does that Lalafell already have the marker board gear? Trying to... Damn it, I wanted to say. The Northern Empty, the Ether Font. Polar bear! Doggo! Squid! No, jellyfish. Another doggo! Oh, I'm all alone. I'm the only freaking male in this party. Ah, the music's the Amarot theme. They remixed the Amarot theme for this music. I don't know how I feel about that. What is that creature? What is that? It's so ugly! Shit. Oh, that sucks! that didn't hit at all. All right, second mid boss. It's a bear. Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, had to zoom out my screen because. Ah! Oi! Oh crap! Okay. Pretty cool. Alright, what's the boss? No shot! Oh, the Octo Mammoth. I actually recognize this one. At least I think I have a memory of something like this, but it's basically a Kraken. It's basically Kraken 2.0 and 2.0. Oh! I'm gonna die. Yep. Way better than Felcourt? I don't know about that one.
Much obliged for clearing the way. We'll get to work at once. Filling these up will take a good while. I appreciate it if you stood watch till we finished. I ain't getting chewed to chum by some ether-bloated bugger. Oh, by the by. Where were you planning on putting these to use? We could deliver them by airship, see? Provided it ain't too far.
We would need them transported to Garlemald, to the Tower of Babel.
Ah, that's a long old journey. Too long for a direct flight. Tell you what, we'll send them over with the scheduled shipment of provisions headed that way. I'll make the arrangements as soon as we get back. Save some poor chocobos having to drag this lot through the snow.
You have our thanks. We shall not forget your generosity.
Everything seems to be proceeding apace. I dare say you would have been fine without me.
Why would you say such a thing? You are not bound by contract or the threat of force, and you gain no advantage by devaluing your own contribution. Yet you must be bound by something to speak thus. What is it?
What binds me? A belief, I suppose. Born of our shared struggles. No matter where my comrades go, I have faith they will be fine. For I know that they will walk their chosen path as surely as I walk mine. I trust them, in short. Trite though it may sound.
Trust. I remember the word. How long has it been since last I used it? It had no place in my dealings. Not with other Voidsent, and certainly not with Xenos. Not even in the time before darkness engulfed the world. Full often did Memoriates betray their own, corrupted by the very power they wielded. You could trust no one but yourself. Alone we fought, and alone we fell. I wouldn't know how to trust. Is there some trick to it?
Just stay close to this one. You'll learn in no time. Aye. Absolutely fine.
I confess I thought thou mightst have more words of counsel to offer.
Oh, she'll soon get the hang of it, even without my help. After our work here is done, I'll see myself back to the shadows. But before that, I take it you've heard as well.
Indeed. The client seeketh archons, and 'twould seem our extensive travels and neutrality make us prime candidates.
Well, assuming we take on the request, I suspect I'll be stuck with you again. Don't let me down, hmm?
A client seeking archons, huh? Wonder what that's all about. To not only allow us one of the tanks, but to arrange their transportation to Gallimard besides. Blessed are we to count Koku among our allies. Unto thee we must also give thanks. Thank Fred for coming to our aid on such short notice. Please, you know I'm always happy to help. Don't hesitate to call on me again. Till next time. Like dear to the flame, it is time to proceed in the next phase of your plan. With the tank's transportation thus arranged, our first task is complete. We may now turn our attention to the second, to wit, obtaining the blessing of the Ilzabad contingent to use the Tower of Babel to channel energy into the moon. Our destination is Camp Broken Class, where we may present our petition to Commander Lucia. Yami, allow me to personally thank you for your assistance during the recent Void Center incursion. Your actions saved many. What brings you here today? Pray forgive us for not sending word in advance, Commander, but we seek your cooperation in a matter of great import. Indeed. We appreciate you consulting with us instead of taking unilateral action. It is no simple matter to activate the Tower of Babel, and I speak not only of the technological challenges. Personally, I think we must consider the emotional impact of such an action above all else. Pending a more official name, we refer to those who remain here as the Gallian community. As you would expect, they are predominantly native Gallians, most of whom are uncomfortable with ethereal manipulation. To compound matters, the trauma inflicted by anima is still fresh. If the tower were to suddenly light up again, it is like to cause distress and reopen old wounds. Better than that than facing a mass invasion by Golbers and its voice and hordes, surely. Of course, we acknowledge the gravity of the situation, as well as the promised bloodshed should we fail to act. Yet, even were we to convey your warning to the public, many simply do not understand the workings of magic or the rift. They will struggle to comprehend why they must be forced to relive personal horrors for the sake of something they cannot imagine. What's there to imagine? Haven't these people seen Voice Hunt with their own eyes? Let us suppose you encounter someone who is freezing in this cold. A natural thing to do might be to make them a fire, yes? But what if that person's sole experience with fire was being badly burned by it, and they harbored an acute fear? Despite the benefits, nay, the necessity of the warmth you offer, they may flee on instinct, or worse, misinterpret the actions for aggression and lash out. Amen. So like the fire that torments this individual, the Tower of Babel torments the people of Gallimard. Yet we cannot afford to falter here. We must find a way to help them overcome their fear. I agree. To that end, the contingent will assist however we can. We should speak with Alphino and Alize. With the rapport they have established with the Gallian people, I dare say they can provide us with invaluable insights. In the meantime, Oriange, might I ask that you remain here to oversee the technical aspects of the tower's activation? Bruh! Okay, where am I heading? And looking in that direction. So... where am I heading? Ah! 13. I am glad to see you, Yami. Ritra has explained our present dilemma. She has no unfounded concern that the Gallians might take poorly to the reactivation of the Tower of Babel. As putting it mildly, many would be up in arms over it. Trust in the Ilsebard contingent is fragile enough. We need to tread lightly, or we risk jeopardizing everything we've achieved. Trust again. Well, it seems to me there's naught for it but to speak with the people. Rather than harping on about the necessity of the plan, we need to lend an ear to their concerns. Then perhaps we can begin working towards a compromise. In that case, I'll take you to meet the community leaders. They're at a station called Senatus, near the Senecurium Imperialis. I would be honored to speak with them, though it would be prudent to learn where people elsewhere stand as well. But that I will leave to the others. Save Zero. Might you accompany me? I'm sure those in Tappa's Den will have their own opinions. Alphino, if I may drag you along. Tertium, we live to you. You are no stranger to the people here, so it should take little prodding to convince them to speak freely. Then it's settled. Once you've learned what you can, let's all meet and form Solius, where we'll have what I hope is a productive campaign. No, stop it! The tower is evil. It'll turn us all evil. I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. Fie. That tower isn't right, I tell you. All those magics. Years ago, when I lived in the provinces, the locals razed our village to the ground with the stuff. It made things appear and disappear and fly and burn. I can still see it when I close my eyes. You've done us a good turn, dear, but let's not talk about that tower any longer. It's unnatural. Activate the Tower of Babel. Are you out of your mind? That abomination transformed my friends and families into monsters. I can't even bear to look at it whenever I step outside. If you want to do something for us, tear the bloody thing down. The Tower of Babel? What's it got to do with voice act? I can't say I understand. Still, your people have done much and more for us Gallians. If you say it's necessary, then that's good enough for me. Whatever its present state, the Imperial Palace was once the pride of Garlemald. I mean no disrespect to you and yours, but should the Gallian people be its caretakers instead of foreigners? Though if we dared speak thus to some of the contingent, they might make assumptions, cut our rations, or worse. No, forget I said anything, please. Euless is on his way with the others. I hope you found the people more receptive than we did. Not really. Yami, they have been spearheading the efforts to establish a new system of government here. When we raised the subject of the Tower of Babel, they insisted that we speak no further until joined by representatives of the Ilzabad contingent. I see Alphino and Alize have yet to arrive, though, so perhaps we should wait. It doesn't matter if only some of you are present. We simply wish to make one thing perfectly clear. The tower is the manifestation of Gallian ingenuity and authority. It was once the abode of the imperial family, and will forever bear tremendous cultural significance. It is insulting enough that we had to suffer foreigners occupying it under the guise of rendering aid, and now you propose reactivating it? Nay, we have had enough. The Garlemald of old may have fallen, but she fell in civil war to her own people, not to Eorzea, nor any other land. Bruh, we came here to assert an unequivocal claim to our territory. Garlemald, and all that lies within our bounds, is beholden to no one. Really? Really? You guys are trying to be stuck up in this situation? Now? Since their excellencies are resolved to negotiate with the contingent, I'll escort them to Tertium. I'll also instruct Alphino and Alize to meet us there. Lord Metius, Lord Gaius, by your leave, my comrades and I will speak with the residents of Senatus. Though the Ilzabad contingent holds the Tower of Babel, it is I who wishes for it to be reactivated, and thus I think it meet that I be present for this discussion. Yet my understanding of your people's hardships, of their hopes and desires, of their dreams for the future, is sorely lacking. In my ignorance, I would struggle to contribute. Lest you worry, I will not plead our case to the community in your absence. I wish only to identify common ground, upon which we might build a relationship that sees us overcome our differences. Very well, but know that the gods will not hesitate to escort you from the premises should they judge your actions to be inappropriate. If it's settled then, you should all head to Senatus. I'll join you there after I see their excellencies safely to Tertium. Bro, these guys need to wake up. It's like the Empire is dead. There's literally nothing. There's nothing that they can do to repair what has been damaged. Here it is, Senatus, a temporary refuge for political dignitaries, hence the tight security. I am given to understand that outsiders are not normally permitted so much as a glimpse inside. We should consider ourselves fortunate to be given this opportunity. I hope it will be worth the trouble. As do I, Zero. As do I. Begin. I propose we split up and ask the residents for their views on the Ilsebad contingent and the current state of affairs. We would also do well to learn more about this enclave itself. Should you observe anything of note, pray keep it in mind. It is through open hearts and open minds that I believe we may yet convince their leaders to work with us for the greater good. Pile of crates. The stockpile of assorted supplies bears markings indicating they were provided by the Ilsebad contingent. The Enclave is clearly reliant upon the Alliance for aid. Obviously. You want to know what I think? I'm a soldier. I try not to think about politics at all. I'll say this much. Our leaders labor to preserve our culture, our way of life, what remains of it at any rate. I trust them to do what's best for Golemold. Barrel of ceruleum. You recognize the large casks at the very same you and your comrades used to transport ceruleum from Lapis Manalis. Why they are in Sonatus is unclear. Seems more like they need our help more than they realize from how it looks. How do I feel about the contingent? Conflicted, to say the least. I've been tasked with the distribution of supplies, and I know as well as any that we couldn't survive without outside aid. Be that as it may, even though the Empire has collapsed, we have our pride. People don't want to be beholden to others forever, and there is no denying that it chafes to see our benefactors occupying the Imperial Palace. Finished touring the Enclave, have you? What were you able to learn? Much the same as me, then. They accept the contingent's help out of necessity and harbor a measure of resentment. They have only themselves to blame. If they don't like the bargain, they should reject it. How many times must I tell you? It's absolutely out of the question! Uh-oh. What's going on? We were wondering the very same. We came running when we heard shouting. Is aught the matter? Oh, no, I was just trying to explain. Mayhap you can clear this up. The contingent has made a reasonable request, but this man insists that it's impossible. It concerns the Magitech weapons, which run rampant throughout Regio Urbanissima. Every time we deliver supplies here, we have to dispatch extra men to defend against potential attacks. To address the issue once and for all, we've proposed the elimination of all machina that loitered near the supply route. As you heard them, they refused to even consider it. The magistrates have already spoken on this matter. Rampant or no, those war machina are Garlean assets. Furthermore, who's to say they are as dangerous? It has been suggested that this could be a pretense to scavenge Magitech material for your own ends. I know not if that is the case, but the fact remains we cannot allow you to destroy them. More speculation by the magistrates, I presume. Ridiculous, but they have spoken. Unless we want to inflame tensions further, there's naught we can do. How complicated relations become when not grounded in a clear and equitable arrangement. An equitable arrangement. Of course! Well do I understand the difficulty of your position. As a soldier, you must do your duty and obey your superiors. I have an idea, but I must first speak with Commander Lucia. May I take charge of this matter? But by all means. Let's return to Camp Broken Glass, where we might discuss a solution I believe will satisfy all parties. Welcome back, all of you. I pray there have been positive developments in your efforts to appeal to the Gallian community. Mayhap not yet, but there is a method by which I believe all stand to gain. As satrap, I intend to propose a trade agreement between Radz-at-Han and the people of Garlemald. Please continue. The people of this nation have lived through its collapse and more, yet they have chosen to remain, for it is their home. That they have been able to survive thus far is thanks to the Ilzabat contingent, or rather, in less flattering terms, they are entirely at your mercy. Despite your noble intentions, this one-sided relationship has fueled feelings of frustration and resentment. It is no surprise that some Gallians are loath to engage with foreigners, for fear of indebting themselves further, or surrounding more of their already limited autonomy. That is why I wish to present them with an equitable arrangement. One that would restore to them a sense of agency after having been forced to rely upon charity. Easier said than done. What exactly did you have in mind? Long have Garlemald and Radz-at-Han abided by a treaty of non-interference. Freely have we traded with one another, and I wish but to continue in this tradition. We will provide your people with such supplies as you require, in return for which you will grant us leave to use the Tower of Babel, as well as share your Magitech resources and expertise. As we become more reliant upon your technologies, we will of course require more cerulean to fuel them. This you possess in abundance, and for it you will be duly compensated. Radz-at-Han's culture will be enriched by your Magitech wonders, and our ever-increasing demand for your wares will see Garlemald grow wealthy and prosperous. Only when both sides keep the interests of the other in mind can an equitable relationship be forged. It is a principle I once thought I understood, but have come to appreciate all the more in recent days, thanks to the sage counsel of a friend from beyond the rift. He thought of that from you! Your Excellency, thank you for your careful consideration of Garlemald's future. Though I cannot speak for every Gallian, I myself see no reason to object to your proposal. Indeed, if Radz-at-Han were to take the initiative, other nations may follow suit and seek to normalize trade relations with us. If you see the sense in my proposal, then I ask you to join me in the negotiations at Tertian. Your support may be instrumental in winning over Lord Gaius and Matthias. By all means, go with them. I have matters here well in hand. I have learned all that I may regarding the tower's operation, so I too shall hear me to Tertian. Aw. My friend didn't give me a hug. Sad. 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 Oh, here it is. A crowd you may have brought, but numbers will not intimidate us. The Tower of Babel is ours by right, and nothing you do will convince us otherwise. Oh my god, shut up about that. Rest assured, it is not our intent to infringe upon the rights of the people of Garlemald. Let us instead discuss the future. As the satrap of Razenhan, I wish to establish a new trade agreement between our nations. The aid we presently receive will not last forever, my lords. Sooner or later, we must stand on our own 2 feet. But to do so, we must secure a means to replenish our coffers, and the proposed agreement presents a rare opportunity. 'Tis true we do not want for Magitech and Cerulean, and foreign currency will be needed to procure such things as we lack. It would depend on the precise terms, but I can see the merits. What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You served the Emperor. Were you a proud patriot? Yet now you intend selling national resources like a common merchant? Like you, I weep for what we have lost, but if we are to rebuild Garlemald, we must make use of what precious few assets remain to us. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. You are a traitor, Gaius, and there will be a reckoning. Oh yes, when the people of Senatus learn of this, they will cry out for your blood. Lord Metius, wait! It isn't safe out there! There's always gotta be at least one hard ass, huh? Bonds of trust. Concern is writ plain on Ulysses' face. It's far too dangerous for a civilian to be outside alone. We must go after Lord Metius. Let us leave matters here in Maximus' care while the rest of us join in the search. If Lord Metius is bound for Senatus, we may be able to catch up to him in Regio or Benissima. I pray he has not come to any harm. I'm alive?
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
Brother! Stop being a hard ass!
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless. And I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
Is there hope for us?
Aye. So long as we live. Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
To be lectured by the young man, it ill becomes a man of my station. I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me?
Finally!
Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
Euless, wait. I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrate safely back to Tertium.
What is it?
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here. So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust. I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did, after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns. During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness. You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriates. When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search for means to end the Contra Memoria. They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst, some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone. But ultimately I was undone, overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it. I never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone. But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today. Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Here it is again. The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow. If this is trust, then what must I do? How do I answer it?
However you like.
Give me your hand. It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
What? Why are we thinking back to him? No, do not say say that we technically trust this bastard. No, let Xeno stay dead. Let him stay dead. I don't want to see this bastard ever again. I mean, there is this popular theory floating around that considering Xenos is technically got the same capabilities of an Ascian because of his version of the Echo that he has, there is a possibility he could come back, but in a different body. I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't. But that seems to be a popular theory floating around for some reason. People think Xenos is definitely going to come back and he's going to become a member of the Scions. I'm like, no. Let him stay dead. Let him stay dead, please. Let him stay dead. Thank you. I feel at last as though I found the answers I sought, and I owe it all you and Eus. Right then, I expect the others have already arrived back at Tertian. We should join them. Gallian pizza. Oh, glad am I to see everyone returned, and none the worse for wear. Various representatives of the Garland community are gathered here this very moment. I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You've read the memorandum. I trust you find the terms acceptable? I do. Ignius, I pray you forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier. I am ashamed not only of my behavior, but of placing the burden of negotiations sorely on your shoulders in my absence. You should know that when we brought up the subject of the tower's reactivation to the people of Tapper's Den, some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that it would be to prevent another Void Center invasion, however, they were more receptive. It's fair to say the recent episode is still fresh in their minds. I tagged along to deliver supplies to Rulian. I have to say, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials who normally keep to themselves and Senatus are here. My friends and countrymen, lend me to your ears. I am pleased to inform you all on this joyous occasion that we, the people of Garlemald, have entered into a trade agreement with Razad-Han. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant the individuals before you access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Razad-Han will provide us with supplies, which shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation. Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity, but trade. A bargain struck between equals, rooted in trust and respect, and it marks a significant step towards rebuilding our nation and regaining true independence. Razad-Han holds Gallian technology and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that, through this agreement, our people will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you gather round to hear the particulars, that you might convey them to those elsewhere. So burdened by hardship and trauma were the people of Garlemald that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. To be recognized as equals, as a nation with something of value to offer to others, that validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. 'Tis by virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel, a rather timely development given the ether tank's impending arrival. Once the tower stores have been replenished, we need but await your store's signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? And you can leave that and anything else on this end to me and Alphino. No need to worry, devote all your energies to the mission in the void. As ever, I am in your debt. You are good friends. Yes! Yes, she learns! She learns! Lunar Rendezvous. Oriange wishes to take stock of the situation. How long have I been recording? Damn, 2 hours. 9:40. Let me use the bathroom right fast. And go ahead and get me some water because I'm all out of tea. Much better. Needed that bathroom break. And I got me my water.
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand. Having procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete. However, we have yet to receive word from Y'shtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may. Ere we set forth, however, Y'shtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Azhdaya from the Void. Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
You would have me go in my true form? Very well. Like our sire, we Great Worms are capable of traversing the Great Expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon. To begin with, I shall return this vessel to Radzadhan, that I may have both my eyes. And until such time as we find Azhdaya, I would entrust her eye to your keeping. Will you do this for me?
We shall contact you via Link Pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Y'shtola's instructions.
Understood. We'll be ready.
Take care, Zero.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
The way she said that, it makes me think that when everything's all said and done, she's not returning back to the Void. She's staying in the Source. I mean, think about it. She gets all the Ether she needs. She has friends, people she can trust and care for. Why would she want to go back to a place like that? Where am I going? Oh, Mare Lamentorum. Got it.
I took the liberty of informing Y'shtola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vritra is also en route.
Excellent. You've done well, all of you. For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with help from the Watcher. All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
May I just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial Atomos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other. Y'shtola even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on void sense summoning from the prized collection of the Sons of Saint Koinak. The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
I asked a favor of Grahatir when we were comparing notes on cross-rift travel. Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied. The knowledge of our forebears has brought us far, as has our own. And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a void-sent containment seal on a heretofore unseen scale.
Containment seal? Then thou wouldst make use of...
Aye, a tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here.
So they intend to use the seal that Zodiark was sealed by in order to keep void sent at bay.
That which held even Zodiark shall more than suffice for void scent of any persuasion.
The Watcher is already hard at work, tending to the most critical parts of the brand's restoration. There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can resolve them.
Time is of the essence, so I suggest we continue this discussion as we make our way to the brands.
Now then, to the matter at hand. With the Watcher's assistance, we shall reforge each of Zodiac's brands, and use them to erect a barrier capable of repelling void scent. Yet though we expect it to be effective against larger beings on account of its original purpose, there is a chance it will allow a lesser void... hiccup, sorry. Lesser void scent to slip through. Therefore, we shall require a second line of defense, and I believe the Loporrit supporters will be suitable for this purpose. Urianger, Yami, the two of you have a strong rapport with our lunar allies. I would have you meet with Livingway and Bestway's Burrow and provide any assistance they require. Yes! Yes! I finally get to see the meme of all memes! Zero reacting to the Loporrit! I will join you. As a voice and my knowledge may be of use. An excellent idea. In the meantime, the rest of us will see to reforging the brands. I'll send word when we have finished. Pray do the same. So if it isn't obvious, I think Endwalker really did make Zero one of my favorite characters, because he reminds me of an OC I have, who not only is a scythe-wielding Grim Reaper, but because of this one scene, I think Zero is going to have an absolute love for rabbits, and my OC has a love for rabbits too. There you are. Your Stoa has apprised me of your present undertaking. I understand that she wishes to deploy our pride and joy, the veritable carrots of our eye, our rival combat supporters, as a precautionary measure in case this void set containing seal of hers proves lacking. As we speak, my fellows are rounding up what units they can. We will bring them to the northeast corner in short order. Please wait there.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting. Hello there, friends. A new person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what combat-ready supporters we had available.
A welcome contribution. Thine initiative never ceaseth to amaze.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush! Though we have fulfilled the purpose given to us by Heidelin, aiding the people of Aetheris remains our greatest joy. So you can count on us, ever and always. Right, so, we originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe. They've never tussled with Void Scent before, but with sufficient data, they ought to hold their own against the ghastly fiends.
Oh no.
Practical, tactical data acquired in the moment, and who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Aetheris?
Or how about an actual voice scent?
I believe I would make a better instructor. Not only have I fought Void Scent, I am one.
Oh no! They're running! Those things are running!
Well, don't just stand there. Engage! 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 Engage!
That'll do, that'll do! A defeat bitterer than the bitterest carrot. Using this experience, we must enhance the supporters and turn them into void-sense slaughterbots!
Oh no.
Indeed. Right after we've managed to put the poor dears back together.
Pray forgive our comrade's enthusiasm. May I inquire as to how long the repairs will take?
On an ordinary day, I'd say no less than 5 carrots briskly consumed. But if you were to provide us with encouragement... we just might be able to do it in 2.
Oh no, it's cute! Huh? Wait, what?
This I leave to you.
Wait, me? What did I do to deserve this? The Lopert's eyes twinkle with anticipation as they await your buoyant extolation. Huh? Oh, brother! What? Engage! Engage! Oh, sorry, I was in the midst of... Forgive me, the sight of precision parts is strangely soothing and sleep-inducing, but I'll try to keep moving. What a marvelous feeling. There's nothing like wild gesticulations of encouragement to fire you up. Ooh, thank you very, very much. You don't know how uplifting it is to have you encouraging us. I mean, showing us the proper technique so we may keep our supporters operating at peak efficiency. Brother. What you cheering me on, I could do not less than my very best. Singing way! My, everyone is in high spirits indeed. Thanks to your encouragement, we'll have the supporters up and running again in no time at all. Pray attend to your remaining busy work and leave the deployment of our new and improved void-sense slaughterbots to us.
Can you hear me? We've just finished restoring the brands. Let us reconvene once you've finished tending to matters there. The culmination of our efforts is nigh.
The red side of the moon. The brands are ready, I presume? Excellent. With the Loperts having deployed the supporters, we are ready to proceed. Let us rejoin Y'shtola post-haste and prise open our gate unto the void. Just realized, where's the door again? Oh, it's that way. Wrong person! My thanks for seeing to the supporters. With this, all is in readiness for the ritual. Bloodstock shall give the order to Alphino and Alize in the Tower of Babel to channel ether to the moon. Once we have amassed it, a sufficient amount of energy, Urianger and I shall begin our incantations to open the Void Gate. If all goes well, a tear will form in the fabric of reality, at which point you must activate the brands and put in place the containment seal. That is all. If there are no questions, then let us begin.
Apologies for the wait. The preparations here are finally complete.
Excellent. The Tower 2 is activated. But give the word and we will begin channeling the ether.
Very well then. Make it so.
The moment of truth.
By the sisters!
Urianger, commence your invocations. 'Tis time to open our gate. A tear is beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands. Success. The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
Let's see how well it holds.
an enormous gate. Lord Golbez will be eager to hear of this. So this is the promised land. The land of boundless ether.
Denied!
I dare say the seal doth serve its purpose.
I see all proceedeth apace. Remarkable.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
It's incredible, Y'shtola. Truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
A part is an understatement. None of this would have been possible without you and yours. Our success has also served to solidify our understanding of cross-rift travel. The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source. But why is it that reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source? Why have they never merged with one another?
Thou art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source, one responsible for such an outcome.
I am. 'Tis my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull over them. Hydaelyn, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis. Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures. Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be strongest, and through our combined efforts we succeeded in opening a gate to the void. Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theory proven, the secrets of travel to other reflections still elude us. Even so, in the reality that lies beyond the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken. Which further motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth, to find Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's plot.
Climb upon my back. I shall take us to the gate.
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemists safely home, then together with the Loporrits maintain vigil over the gate.
May the sisters watch over and keep you safe.
Into the void once more.
Everything is red!
This is the moon of the 13th.
It is. Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
No void scent. A rather more subdued reception than I had anticipated.
But unsurprising, given how jealously Golbez conceals the location of his domain. Still, we must remain on guard. One of his minions came through the gate, after all, and more may lie in wait.
I do not sense my sister. Where could she be? Where?
Steady, Vritra. We've barely arrived. Let us explore our surrounds before drawing conclusions.
Yes, thou art right. I shall survey the moon from above. The ground I leave to you all.
The surface of the moon is a grim shade of crimson, a consequence of the flood of darkness, perhaps. No matter how you strain your eyes, you spy no signs of life. In all directions extends a desolate waste without end. You hold your breath in an attempt to catch the faintest noise. Save for the sounds of your comrades, there is nothing. So far, you have failed to find any clues as to Ashdaia's whereabouts. Perhaps Zero has noticed something you missed.
The chasm has caught your attention as well.
Hello.
There's some manner of structure below. Worth a look, wouldn't you say?
Indeed.
I too sense something here. This pit much resembles the Cradle of Darkness on our moon, where Zodiac was once imprisoned. If this place serves the same function, then a fragment of his power must have been sealed in the depths. Strange, though. When Zodiac perished in the Source, I presumed that every aspect of him was thus unmade, and his power scattered.
So you people, and you're saying that...
The darkness that permeates this abyss. Could a trace of him yet remain? Or is it something else?
So are you saying that Golbez might have some fragment of Zodiac inside of him?
I hear thee, sister. I hear thee. Climb on, my friends. Ashdaya is here, within this chasm.
You were entrusted with Ashdaia's eye, were you not?
Why do I get the feeling this is a trap?
Inesh Igor Ak. So this is indeed Golbez's domain. Kis Arn In.
Es Fil Ud In. Ein An In.
Sis Esk Dir Antar. For war Meradarn.
Up! Mericidia name drop! Mericidia name drop!
Les el kol an. Zdis sorn I rum. Snar tiamat an. Kai ros an. Ke ul ke darn morn. Dis an. Kai an. Na stra an.
Nar Tal King In Eyes. Atan Endran Esk Taian. I'll call Hes Hes Ern Ud Lar An. Esk Les Ud An. Ses Razat Han Lu An. Snorson An Hai Hes In An.
Ta hes an Elgon Osk In. Ses Kidir In An. Kasta An. Sta In Es Katao. Tai An. Es An Stra In Sorn.
What now, then? Does this great worm intend to remain a captive meal for all eternity, not daring to test her chains?
Ern El. His head In Ud. Kis Targo. Asrer Dis Tar. Sma Osk In Sis An.
Now there's a start. So, what can you tell us?
Asif Tar Nokon In. Do Es Inesh Igor Sorn. Ka Som Mo Mo. Skom Les Sam An. Som Du Orta Sis.
Well, you heard her. Shall we look into this spot near and dear to our enemy's heart?
Abyssal Dock. It's got a picture, so I'm guessing this is the trial. The others have already begun searching for clues. Let us do the same. I'll take charge of this area. We should get seeds to the south. Oh, no mounts. I can't use a mount. I have to walk. Ew. And it's a big area. Ugh. Oh, I was about to say, what the fuck? Oh, but then I realized it's just Ritra. I have yet to notice anything, so it has to stick out like a sore thumb. Oh, there it is. A glint from beneath the rock catches your eye.
Did you find something?
A Memoria crystal.
A Memoria? But whose?
Oh, what perfect opportunity to Echo to kick in. And that's the real Golbez right there. Or at least the Golbez of this game.
You have lied, pillaged, and murdered. Have you anything to say in your defense?
No. Every one of them got what they deserved.
At least that's, I think that's, Golbez.
Like you would-be heroes. Aye. You do well to keep a close eye on each other. It always ends the same way. A knife in the back. And better to have the handle towards your hand. You'll see! Oh, yes. You will.
In death, may your soul find salvation.
I can't bring myself to pray for the unrepentant. You're a nobler man than I.
Come now, we are all shaped by these dark times more than we would care to admit. I choose to believe that, had these men known peace and plenty, they would not have been consumed by mistrust and avarice.
Victims of the Contra Memoria, then. Like so many others. But we will end it.
Thank you. I shudder to imagine what might have happened if you hadn't dealt with the Dark Ones. Oh, her? She's like you, I hear. Hunts Memoriats taken by darkness.
Well, well. A kindred spirit. Perhaps we will finally have a new comrade.
Zero? Oh my god! It really is Zero!
No. I've no interest in working with others. Much less someone who looks as suspicious as you.
Is that so?
If there's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
Even when we share the same goal, we can't overcome the mistrust. Such is the way of things, the wisdom of our era.
Only a precious few memorials remain who cling to the light. Would that we could have won her over.
We'll make do, old friend. We have accomplished much already, and another person may well have been more of a hindrance than help. Now then, our work here is finished. His Majesty has summoned us, so let us not delay. To Baron.
Did they mention Baron? They actually said Baron. So Baron does exist in this world. Huh.
Had another vision of the past, did you? What? I was in it. It's them. The pair I met in that village. Which means the one sealed in this Memoria is...
So, you have come. You, who would oppose our crusade.
Tranquilo.
You. I know you.
Is that so? From the world before, I dare say. 'Tis impressive enough that you have managed to retain your mortal form, but to remember your past besides. But that is of no moment. You are the Memoriat who vanquished my minions. Correct.
And what if I am?
Then I would bid you join me. As a child of our world and slave to the wheel, fight with me for the salvation of all our souls.
Fight with you? More like fight as your pawn. It isn't me you want, but my power. And if I don't obey, you'll bind me like you bound that dragon. But no more. I refuse to be bound ever again. I fight only for myself, and for those in whom I trust. My friends.
Hey!
I
see. You learn.
A pity. It is for the dragon that you have come, yes? When first you appeared, I thought simply to remove a threat to our plan. Never did I imagine that you would reach this place and gift me a golden opportunity. Long as it has been imprisoned, this dragon has grown feeble and weak, its spirit extinguished. Your coming has served to rekindle her forgotten hope. Her yearning to be free, to return home. That is the key to our deliverance.
The darkness is ravaging her. She's becoming a void scent.
Archer! Slice!
Rise, O Shadow Dragon, and obey!
So, Asthea became his shadow dragon.
Kill him. Damn you!
We're surrounded!
Keep our guests occupied.
Save her. I beg thee. Save my sister.
Before darkness swallowed the world, I fought tirelessly in a war without end. The experience taught me to discern the strong, that dragon, and you. Come. Face me.
Time for me to beat your face in! Rest assured, I need no invitation.
Accursed light. You, who have ever basked in its warmth, could never understand our envy, our agony.
Yak, yak, yak! I just said I'm going to beat your face in.
Will not deny us our release.
I just said I'm going to beat your face in. That is what I'm here to do. That's what I'm going to do. The Voidcast died. Alright, we're going in!
Expect no mercy. To destroy you, I shall bring my all to bear. Come, warriors from beyond the rift.
God, this platform is so small, I just realized. My goodness. Oh, shit. Ah! I died!
What is your power? Come forth, my servant of shadow. With abyssal dark and here.
Oh no! It's an active time maneuver when we're dead!
You shall know true terror. Dragon, hear me and obey. Crush them.
No! I just got here! That's bullshit!
Bathe them in black flame. My meteors will extinguish your light.
Oh, weird. Yeah, it's a wipe. Why are they still fighting? It's a wipe! Please end it.
A raging gale to rend you asunder. Look to the heavens for your doom.
Why are these two trying? Please end it.
You wretch.
Thank you! Why were y'all trying? Just end it! It's a wipe!
Oppose our crusade, then come. But know that none shall deny us salvation. This place shall be your tomb. I will free us from the wheel. Suffer no obstacles. Remember, foe, I will
Wait a minute. Yep. Getting over here. I'm still alive! Wait a minute. Oh no!
My meteor will extinguish your light.
Holy mother of shit! What is happening here?
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Wait. Oh, grapple!
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Oh! Ha! Ow! Stay alive, viewers! Stay alive!
To the heavens for your doom!
Oh, shit. Oh! Wait! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
This place shall be your tomb!
Oh crap! Summoner, get people up! Get people up! Get people up, man! Get people up!
My meteor will extinguish your light!
Ah, that's us! Summoner! Come on, 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 come on. Oh, perfect timing!
Come forth, my servant of shadow! Let lightning surge!
Oh, crap. Nope, stay here. Go, Frog. Oh, Summoner, please! Summoner, please! Get some... Yep, I'm dead. Oh, this is pain.
Dragon, hear me and obey. Look to the heavens for your doom.
12%.
Where my rime-kissed blades.
Got that scholar.
This place shall be your tomb. Crush them.
Woo! Oh, that's bastardized.
Render unto me your all. My meteors will extinguish your light.
Yeah, I was dead. There was no surviving that. I didn't have enough health. And the scholar's dead again.
My servant of shadow.
I mean, they're trying.
Let lightning surge. A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Oh! We did it!
My power. Even my blade. So, this is the limit of my defiance.
Haha! He shrunk! I gotta give it to the white mage. The white mage helped us so much there.
Are you all right?
What's happening?
At last, the moment is at hand. You may have bested me, but not quickly enough. too late will you look to the chasm. You've won the battle, but I win the war.
Stop this. I beg of thee, let her go.
Darkness made manifest once abided in the depths of this abyss, until one day it dispersed in a haze of ether. In the absence of the great flow, that ether has nowhere to return. And so it has coalesced, giving rise to a mighty void scent. Now feast. Feast upon this dragon and its ardent longing for home with it. From the convergence of ancient and newborn, an entity without equal shall emerge, one who shall tear down the barrier between worlds. Upon you, who shall deliver us from eternal damnation, I bestow the name of a hero of Eld. Zeromus! Awaken!
No matter how powerful, a void scent can be sealed in Memoria. Damn it. It's too strong.
Our warding scales may not hold. Not against a void scent born of Zodiark's ether.
We must retreat. Everyone to me.
A void scent made of Zodiark's ether. My god. You made it back safely, at least. The Dark Throne. In light of this development, that we escaped with our lives is an accomplishment unto itself. Would that we could have anticipated Ashdia's yearning to return home could be manipulated in this fashion. Alas, we must now contend with a newborn void scent hell's bent on breaching the rift. and one with such prodigious strength. Zeromus is unlike anything I have ever seen, so named for an ancient hero, as Golbez said, though none can say if there is even a sliver of truth to the legends. Perhaps Golbez chose it in the hopes that his champion will do that which no one could in contra memoria, save the world. But a true hero would not damn another world to save his own. And we're not about to let that happen, but regardless, we need to regroup. Aye, loath as I am to admit it, we are in no state to face a void set of Zeromus' might. Reacher, not least of all, in body and mind of both. For now, let us return to Rasenhan and take stock of the situation. Very well. Yami, might I trouble you to head to Bestway's Burrow and apprise Urianger of the situation? The rest of us shall tend Reacher's wound before returning to Rasenhan. Pray join us there anon. Ah, Yami, thou art returned. I am pleased to say it hath been blessedly uneventful in your absence. But more importantly, what is your mission in the void? Heavens forfend! The Ashdaya should be used above a dread void scent born of Zodiac's residual ether. Although we could not have predicted this outcome, there is one small mercy. The void scent containment seal. As we employ the self-same brands that once imprisoned Zodiac in its creation, the seal should serve to hinder Zeromus. Yet for how long, none can say, for our enemy's strength is unknowable, whilst the barrier was erected in haste. Thou shalt rejoin our comrades anon to deliberate measures, yes? I shall remain here to maintain my vigil over the field. Should we observe signs of an impending incursion, rest assured I shall send word without delay. Go well, my friend. Ah, Master Yami, we have been expecting you. When the satrap and your commander's comrades returned earlier, I couldn't help but notice that they were in low spirits. I hope it is nothing too serious. But forgive me, you must be eager to join them if you would follow me.
Do you remember Ciriato and Farfarello? The cowardly pair of voidsent that dwelled in my domain? Ciriato devoured Farfarello, and in so doing he inherited an all-consuming fear of Barbariccia. For as you know, when a voidsent is devoured, it doesn't simply cease to be. Its soul persists within the devourer. And when a voidsent dies, all the souls that harbored may break free to become individual entities once more. That is to say, by defeating Zeromus, We may yet save Ashdaya. And to make certain that we do, we must remind her of who she is. When the time comes, you must call to her. Call with all your being.
Thy words give me heart, Zero. Thou hast my gratitude.
Then it's settled. Our objective is to defeat Zeromus. While it is unsettling that a void scent could be born of Zodiac's ether, its very nature may render it susceptible to the brands that once contained him. Did Urianger have aught to say? I see. If the seal may not hold for long, then haste is paramount.
Couldn't we just let it come to the source and strike it down here?
Doing so would consign Ashdaya's soul to the ethereal sea. Any attempt to ensure her survival demands that we deal with Zeromus in the 13th.
I could barely go near it. Never mind land a blow. So thick was the shroud of darkness. How do you propose we fight such a foe?
Simple. Against impenetrable darkness, we must wield resplendent light. And it just so happens, there is a world replete with light. The question of how we will harness that light, you may leave to me. With our recent discoveries and proven techniques, as well as the aid of comrades near and far, I have faith that we will find a way. But only if I begin my work at once. Rest up while you can, for there will be much to do when I return.
It wouldn't do to be idle while our esteemed sorceress labors tirelessly. I shall be training if you have need of me.
Wait. Allow me to join you. I must become stronger for what lies ahead.
Fine by me. Come on then.
I shall not pass my time wallowing in despair. Using my vessel, I shall attend what preparations I may.
Ashdaya is my sister, and long have I dreamed of saving her. But if I am to do so, I must be better than I have been. Blessed though I am to have you and yours as comrades, I cannot well ask you to lift me up every time doubt and despair creep into my heart. I won't falter again, this I swear. I will hold fast to my conviction, Yami, and I pray that you will stand with me to the last. Meanwhile, on the moon of the 13th.
Zeromus is risen, but not yet at full strength. It will take time before the fiend is able to breach the veil. But what is another moment on this long journey I have endured? It remains as fresh as if it were yesterday. Old friend, the memory of your passing and the pain. As I promised you then, I promise you now. They shall sing of Golbez, the hero who shattered the wheel and brought salvation to the world.
From Light's embrace to Shadow's deep, a world to save, an oath to keep. Alright, and with that, the story content is complete. But now, we have the new raid to deal with. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing that. And today, I will save that for potentially tomorrow, because I have been recording for a total of almost 4 hours. So I do hope everyone is prepared for that. Oh, it's my friend again. Oh, and they're gone. Bye! So I'm going to come in here and sit right in front of the quest giver, and then we will pick this up sometime tomorrow. And tomorrow after the PlayStation Showcase. Alright. So, thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out Mother-Noroi's Twitch channel by clicking the link in the description below. And of course, don't forget to click that little bell button to push you notified whenever I upload a video or a live stream to my channel. And most importantly, if you wish to see last night's night, you can do so checking out my playlist section. All my videos are there, archived for your viewing entertainment, so you can watch Let's Plays like God of War, Batman Arkham Knight, Final Fantasy XV, and many, many more. Thank y'all for watching. So I was your host, TheAmariaShadow, sing along Z, and I'll see you in the next adventure. Goodbye, everyone!